Ladies and gentlemen, we've just come from Bingara to Copeton Dam along a really scenic road. Really nice ride.
Really scenic, folks.
Scenic, yes. Wendy's nodding. If you're not looking at smoking your tyre and being a boy racer or a girl racer, it is a beautiful ride. Just cruise along and just enjoy the scenery. It was really nice, really lovely. Bitumen all the way, a bit rough in places, but a good ride. Now we're at the Inverell end of said road, and this is the entry to Copeton Waters State Park, which is also the Reflections Caravan Park, which we're not going into. And just along from here somewhere will be the dam. We'll cross the dam wall, and then we're going to head into Inverell, get some supplies and fuel, and then head up to Ashford. Again, Wendy's idea, so if it turns to something that rhymes with ship, we know who to blame.
Yeah, well, who left the keys in the tent?
You did.
You didn't get them out.
Yeah, but they're your keys.
But you take control of my bike every morning.
Folks, we're arguing back and forward here. You probably can't hear her, but
Timmy Tent had the keys.
Whatever happens, I'm going to lose the fight, you know that.
I'm starting up.
All right, let's go and head into Inverell. Ladies and gentlemen, we left Reflections Caravan Park entrance there and kept going along across the dam and in toward Inverell. The microphone, sadly, for whatever reason, maybe flat battery, I have no idea now because it was days and days ago. Now that I'm in the editing suite, I find that it doesn't have any sound. So I've probably cocked up, or it's gone flat, or I've managed somehow to do something wrong. It seems to be the story of my life. So we made our way into Inverell and then up to Ashford, and we'll talk about Ashford a bit later, but for now, just enjoy the scenery. Ladies and gentlemen, just on another topic, I've gone back to re-edit this video. I've had a comment from a subscriber or a viewer regarding the background music being too loud and or annoying or thereabouts. And we don't know what we're doing. I mean, I just put it on there thinking it might be taking away from our stupidity a bit or something, but I just always have put it on there. Now, on this one, I've turned it right down while we're talking and knocked it right down during these bits. Now, also, I know there's a lot of wind noise, and I've had to cut down the volume because of that wind noise, because I didn't have the microphone on, and the camera just picks up the wind that's coming straight into my face. So, on that side of things, I will make some adjustments and put wind muffs onto the camera. But for now, I've just tried to knock the background noise down. Now, feel free to put in the comments, is it better, is it worse, what do you think? Because as I said, we don't know what we're doing, so your input would be much appreciated. All right, chaps, back to, oh, look at that. She is just an amazing bit of bike, and Wendy's good too. All right, guys, see ya. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. A quick update. This is day something, I can't remember. We've been travelling so long I can't remember what day it is. We are at Tenterfield. Yesterday we were going to go to Ashford, and I said if it all turns to something that rhymes with ship, it's Wendy's fault. So yes, it's Wendy's fault. Ashford was not ideal, I'd say that. So we kept going, got to Tenterfield. It is the weirdest weather. It's blowing a gale. It's cloudy on the mountains over there. There's a bit of sun. It's just weird. And then there's the odd bit of rain. So we don't know what we're going to get on the way home. We're heading home now today. Wendy's getting suited up in her wet weather gear because it looks like it's going to be a wet ride home, chances are. Now, Wendy, I will give you...
What a look.
What a look. Oh, well.
Put me on camera looking like this.
Yeah, hang on. Hang on to that and talking to that.
He's putting me on camera looking like this, folks.
Now, what did you want to say about yesterday's run?
Folks. No. I can tell you... hang on a minute. I can tell you all, that's a road I'll never be doing again. I don't care what time of the day it is, Tom. Won't be doing it. We come to a section, didn't we? A very long section, like 85-kilometre section, where the sign had said, you know, kangaroos crossing. They don't have kangaroo crossings here. And like I'd been having a good time, and then the kangaroos started, and they were just, poor things, they were just dead everywhere, weren't they? Huge ones. See, the trucks just mow them down at night time. And I started to slow because we were seeing quite a few on the side of the road, and you'd slow right down because you don't want to hit a big one.
Live ones?
Yeah, live ones, as well as dead ones.
Oh, hundreds of dead ones.
Oh, unbelievable. Which is frightening because when we were seeing the live ones, we knew that, you know. Ooh. Anyway, I was in front, and all of a sudden, whoosh, out in front of me, a wallaby. Just straight out, like, because it's bushy, and it was a little wallaby. Well, about that big, I suppose. Just straight out. Well, I hit the brakes, I missed it, but then that put the thought in my mind that it was going to happen again, and I was really cold, freezing cold. My hands were so cold. And then I pulled over to let a car past, and Tom kept going, so I come in behind him, and then there was a massive one on the side of the road just sitting there, wasn't it? Huge.
Only a metre off the edge.
Staring at us. But anyway.
Only about a metre off the edge of the road, and he was huge and just looking straight at us.
He was probably admiring me. Oh, look, we've got to get out of here, Tom. Look, it's about to rain, and here we are fart-arsing around.
Okay, well, that'll do.
Look, we're going to be riding home in the rain today. Oh, what joy. Won't be doing that road again.
No.
Sorry, it's out.
What about Ashford?
Oh, I thought I'd visit a nice little town called Ashford. Look, it is a nice little town, I suppose. That's all.
Yep. Give me the mic. So, folks, I'm going to put... So I've got hand guards here. Big wind deflectors on my bike. Wendy's got nothing except that bit of plastic there, which doesn't do a thing, so I'm going to try and find her some wind deflectors, or hands. We've got the windscreen waiting at home, I think at Australia Post. They sent me a notification that there's something there. I hope it's her new windscreen. We'll see about some hand guards and maybe some lessons on how to toughen up. No, sorry, I didn't say that. Hooroo, guys. Well, all right, everybody. We've left Tenterfield Hospital. They released me from casualty. It didn't take long to fish the camera out of my posterior orifice, and I've forgiven Wendy. So we're on the way south toward Glen Innes. Very scenic little run down through here. Nice bit of road. Highly recommend you give it a bash. Ladies and gentlemen, we've left Tenterfield. We're on the home straight. We've got about 2.5, nearly 3 hours of riding to get home. We're heading south from Tenterfield toward Glen Innes, but we're not going into Glen Innes. There's a little bit of a bypass, or a shortcut we'll call it. We're up in the high country at the moment. It's about 13 degrees Celsius, which is double it, is 26 in our 30s. So we're about 56 degrees Fahrenheit. We're about to climb up the Bolivia Hill. Interesting. We're in sheep country. We're in granite belt country. Lots of granite boulders everywhere. We are lucky at this point not to have any rain. We had a little bit of a drizzle back there, but it wasn't enough to be, we'll call it, uncomfortable. Wendy's wearing all the wet gear. I'm not. And I'm stupid. But you know that, don't you? You've worked that out. You're not silly. Like myself. Oh, there's a goat. There's goats. Oh my stars. There's goats on the wrong side of the fence up there. I don't think you would have seen it in the camera, but there were many goats on the right side of the fence and quite a few on the wrong side. So folks, a good trip so far. We're alive. The Ryker performing impeccably. It is an awesome little bit of kit for Wendy. I'll let this car go past, I think. It's a nice country up here. If it wasn't so cold, it'd be lovely. Trailer going well. Sleeping arrangements comfortable. Flipping slow down to let that car go. It doesn't want to go past. We're at 1,025 metres above sea level, which is roughly 1,000 yards, or about 3,000 feet. I don't know, give or take. Granite boulders everywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, we've taken a little detour bypass, call it what you will, road, and we are now heading down the wider highway which runs from Glen Innes, then back down to Grafton. The conditions have deteriorated somewhat. It's now 11.5 degrees. It was 11 a minute ago. What's that? Double it and add 30, so 53 degrees Fahrenheit. I hope Wendy's are going okay. She put little hand warmers in her gloves back at Tenterfield, and I'm hoping that they do the trick. Look, more traffic coming behind us. Okie dokie. The road's wet, and I hope we don't come across what made the road wet on the way down the range, and I hope the road is dry going down the range. Not that I'm worried about a wet road too much, just would rather it to be dry. So that's the latest update from the pair of old farts heading home. Probably going to stop. Oh, hang on, we haven't got any water. Oh, bugger. I was going to say, we might stop for a coffee at the lookout, but I don't think I've got any water. Oh dear. Alright chaps, we'll keep going. Folks, I pulled over here to let a P-plater that was fair up my freckle, right behind me, let him go. Wendy let him go ages ago, and I'm sort of well in front of her, so I pulled over there, and now she's caught up. We're going to get going again, but that's what that was all about. Looked silly, but had my reasons. Okay, we will continue homeward. Well folks, we made it down the range just. The range was wet, quite a bit of rain coming down there. Wendy, we stopped part way down to gather our thoughts. She was cold, her feet were cold. It was 11 degrees up there, so that's about 53 Fahrenheit roughly. It's 17.5 down here, so much nicer. There was a diesel spill most of the way down the range. We both could see it, you know, that blue-yellow sheen on the wet bitumen, you can see it clearly. But whatever was leaking, the flipping diesel, I wish they wouldn't. It was all over the lane, left and right, trying to dodge it. Wendy said she could feel, you know, when we pulled up at the roadwork, she could feel herself sliding in places on the corner. I could feel similar. By golly, my butt was puckering and parts of it. Here comes some rain. Anyway, if you guys have been watching, and if we can get this, if we make it home and edit it and you've seen it, you know we've made it home safely. And we thank you for putting up with it. And we hope to clean the bikes up and turn them around and head them out again on another adventure sometime soon. Oh, the weather. I don't know what's going on with the weather, but by golly, we've had a bad year. It doesn't normally rain this much in the winter, but I don't profess to be a meteorologist. I don't profess to even being a good human. Well, there's good news and bad news. The road's wet and we're very near home. And we have a grass driveway and it's steep. Am I going to get up? Here we go, here we go. Not again. For Pete's sake. Bloody hell, I made it. Thank goodness for that. Beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, the rain has returned. This is why we came home a bit early, because we thought this would happen, and we put the tent out to dry a little bit under cover there, but I've put the annex out and the walls, and if you want it to rain, do that. Anyway, they can stay out till the rain stops. They'll get washed. So yeah, that's why we came home early. A couple of days early, because we're worried about having to come home in this. Anyway folks, we'll call that the end of the journey, and if you have been, thanks for watching and we appreciate it. Cheers.